You again. Good afternoon. I'm Bruce W. Ferguson, president of Otis College of Art and Design in Los Angeles, and I'm grateful to Chairman Ben Allen and Vice Chairman Kenson Chu and esteemed members of the Joint Committee on the Arts for today's opportunity to speak before you. Since 2007, as Senator Allen mentioned, Otis College has commissioned the Los Angeles County Economic Development Corporation to develop an annual report on the creative economy. The Otis Report on the Creative Economy of the Los Angeles region has become a leading advocacy tool for arts, design, and entertainment sectors. And the report has inspired a convergence of cross-sector leaders committed to working together to bolster the creative economy. Thank you. It has stimulated similar efforts and conversations in cities across the country, including one in our own backyard, Culver City, and even as far away as Nairobi, Kenya. In 2013, with support from the California Arts Council, the economic analysis was expanded, as Senator Allen mentioned, from the Los Angeles region to the state of California. This effort was an important step in beginning to document the size, role, and economic impact of the creative economy across the entire state of California. The report challenges the existing understanding that the arts are side activities to the real economy. It conclusively shows us that the creative economy is a very robust and real economy and should be given full consideration to the other factors that are considered when we think about ways to grow it. It asks the question, what would it look like to put the economic output of creativity-connected industries front and center in our economic and political initiatives? The report measures the direct, indirect, and induced economic impact of these sectors in terms of jobs, payroll, economic output, as well as state and local taxes generated as a result of these activities. The research is comprehensive, covering for-profit firms, philanthropic, and other nonprofit organizations, educational entities, and independent contractors, because many who work in the creative industries are self-employed freelancers. One of the authors of the report, Kimberly Ritter-Martinez, right beside me, will go into greater depth into the report, but here are a few highlights about California's creative economy from this year's report. California leads the nation with a total of 747,600 direct creative jobs. And when you add indirect and induced jobs to direct jobs, the total jobs in the creative economy rises to 1.6 million, or 11.8% of all private wage and salary workers in California. Creative industry output totaled $406.5 billion, direct, indirect, and induced. Of the 1.6 million jobs, direct, indirect, and induced, those wage and salary workers earned $136 billion in total labor income. Property taxes, state and local personal income taxes, and sales taxes generated directly and indirectly by the creative industries were $16.7 billion across all of California. Also, and important to a school like ours, creative occupations often require high levels of education or skills training. Of the creative occupations identified for this report, close to 50% require a bachelor's degree or higher. Included in this year's report are regional snapshots, which Senator Ben Allen referred to, each detailing the creative economies of 8 regions in California. Each snapshot provides data on the creative industry employment and trends and average wages. Whoops. Is that where I want to be? Yes. Okay. Bless you. Thanks to the generous support from the California Arts Council, this year we have included a special white paper, Affordable Artist Housing, Retaining and Supporting California Artists and Creative Workers, prepared by ArtSpace, a nonprofit organization, and you'll be hearing from Terry Deaver about that in more depth later. In it, they state, quote, Every city, town, and business that relies on the output and impact of the creative economy and access to a healthy creative workforce should be concerned about the availability of affordable and appropriate space to incubate emerging talent and retain a competitive pool of creative workers, unquote. So we hope the white paper will help spur a conversation about how good housing policy and options can support the continuing growth of the creative economy. In a post-industrial society, activities based on creativity are an essential feature of any flourishing economy, and the data in the Otis report leaves no doubt that creativity is one of California's foremost economic assets. When one sees the data, a persuasive case for the beneficial and essential role that creative enterprises play in the lives of Californians becomes crystal clear. It is my hope that cities and counties throughout California can leverage the Otis report to encourage further investments in art education, economic development, and cultural planning. Thank you.